Hi, I'm Dobbs Davis for T2P TV. We're in day 2 of the J70 North Americans here in Annapolis. Yesterday was a tough day, not a lot of racing. We tried, didn't get a race in, so their PRO Mark Foster today is going to try to get in 4. We're looking forward to that. But before we get there, we talked yesterday with Bruce Collison about what it's like to sail in this class.
I think we're going to have a light air regatta, and there's a lot of good people here, and I think you just got to keep battling and trying to stay in the top group. And certainly Terry is for us the guy to beat, and I think he was 4th today, so there's a lot of good guys, so it's a great class.
Well, we've got uniform flag up for this second attempt at our first start of the day. That's a heavy penalty to pay if anybody's inside the triangle at 1 minute. And there's the start. We do not see an X-ray flag. So that seems like a clean start. Well done. Mike Goldfarb tacked at the signal boat at the start, went right initially, now crossing everybody in the middle, but he's got his first rival now coming out of the left. Laura Grondin in Dark Energy, bow 55, has done a fantastic job. Taylor Canfield helping her navigate the shifts on the right to cross that early leader. Grondin from the Mystic River Mudheads has really hung in there. They've got quite a job to do to stay ahead of this pack, but with Taylor Canfield's help, no doubt they'll have a good downwind leg. Everybody jibing out early, almost everybody, trying to get back out into the current to get downwind. The Dark Energy team holds on to their lead down the run, but they were certainly had a close rival with that Southern California team with Bruce Collison. They were crossing jibes coming into this first gate. Laura Grondin, Taylor Canfield, Scott Ewing, and Hayden Goodrick, part of the Dark Energy team, has just done a great job of leading the pack up the 3rd beat in this race. And they've got a pretty good lead here and one more leg to go. Rolling into 2nd place, bow number 11, Relative Obscurity. That's Peter Duncan. He's done a nice job on the beat. He was certainly within the pack coming into the bottom gate, so this play on the beat was great. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th place. This top 10 is very competitive. Mara Grundon and the Dark Energy team, bow 55, did a great job. They've even extended a little on this final run and getting their first bullet for the series. Peter Duncan and his team ended up second. Joel Ronan, bow 65, in third. "20 seconds to go, everybody lining up. We've got a uniform flag up again. That's gonna keep everybody back. Little bit of current, and breeze is pretty good, 8 to 10 knots, more or less in the same direction, maybe a little further right. Here it comes, final seconds, and there's the start. Don't see any X-ray flags yet, and looks like a clean start. Mike Goldfarb from Seattle, bow 18, he did exactly the same thing in the last race. Started at the signal boat end, took the right, and you can see him now checking in back into the middle. The breeze has gone a little right in this beat, so we'll see if it works out for him. Ryan McKillen, bow 59 on surge, looks very good in this first beat. Working his way up now on the right side on final approach into the top. Terry Hutchinson, bow 41, doing a fantastic job. Jagging a few shifts on the top to get himself ahead of the pack. This is going to be huge because there's a big wall of boats behind him. Ryan McKillen, bow 59 on the surge. They looked like they were in the lead. Now they're second. Next around, Murder Hornet, another local team, doing extremely well, and boy is it going to get crowded here in the top 10. Boatyard Bar and Grill ahead of the fleet with Terry Hutchinson and his team doing a great job here in race 2. Terry Hutchinson and his team taking no chances, doing an early drop first around through the gate. The breeze is up probably a knot or two, so it's got to be really nice sailing out here. Big wall of spinnakers makes coming out of the right gate really difficult. Some have bailed out just to get back into the clear air in the middle of the course. A little bit of lighter air here in the top of the second beat, and with increasing current, this is going to make the chess game a little longer for Terry Hutchinson, who still holds the lead. Terry Hutchinson fighting for his lead. He's got bow 59, who came out of the left unexpectedly. That's the team from Coral Reef Yacht Club, the Surge. Match racing at the top of the speed. Terry Hutchinson, bow 41, putting in a tight lee bow. Oh, able to swing his stern across the bow of 59. This is a dogfight for this leg. Terry and his team getting around the top just fine. extended that lead a little bit, but boy, I bet it's going to be a fight down to the finish. We also have a change of course. Change of course.
Signal to Charlie at the top mark. The new bearing to the finish line is 285.
Zachary Siegel and his Corinthian team on USA 1154 doing a really good job amongst these pros. Terry Hutchinson, Jen Norwood Wolf, Dan Morrison, Scott Nixon, and Gil Hackle have all done a great job. They scored their first bullet in race 2 in this series. People are starting to pull the trigger. We're here in race 3 at the start, 10 seconds to go. The breeze was actually ticked up, then it backed off, now it's back up. Big right shift over to 105 from 45, 2 seconds to go, 1, and there's a start. I think it's all clear. Bow 63, the Rowdy teams, owns the pin end. Now, keep in mind, breeze has been marching right all day long, so these guys are opting to have clear air and be unmolested over here on their own. But if the breeze keeps marching right, they'll be looking for some opportunity, and who knows, maybe this is a good one. The group coming out of the left is actually looking pretty strong in this race. We'll see if it holds, going all the way across the course. Richard Witzel, Ian Liberty, Michael Menninger, and Nick Baird on the Rowdy. They started at the pit end. They've controlled this fleet throughout the beat and are first at the mark. A little more pressure, flat water, steady breeze has really caused a stack up here. This beat's also a little bit shorter than the other races at 1 mile. Race that the locals said couldn't happen. PRO Mark Foster's done a great job of running this one. And here's the Rowdy team coming around the same side that got them in that first place position. The race committee signaling a change of course. The breeze has indeed gone 15 degrees left. Well, the Rowdy team has done a good job of match racing the surge to the top, first around the top, and as you can see in the background, that green offset mark is on a roll down current. Steve Benjamin and his team finding some joy up here. They're third around, first time they've been up in the top ranks of the event so far in race 3. And the Rowdy team pulls off that fantastic job here in race 3 for the win. They've held off the surge and are now on the scoreboard.
Hey, we're here with Ryan from Surge, the owner skipper. So Ryan, tell me about racing this J70 here in Annapolis.
It's been fun. It's nice to, even though it's a bit light, it's nice to have some sunshine, and we got a few good races off today.
Tell me about your team.
My team, they're a bunch of characters, but we managed to get around the course pretty well. Lucas, Sam, John, and myself. My wife joined the fleet this year. She had no interest in sailing with me. She wanted to compete, put her foot on my throat. That would be her name is Maggie, and so her boat is the Magatron. And we're two boat husband-wife program.
Awesome, glad you're here.
So Bow 50, Steve Benjamin, Chris Larson, Ed Levins, and Alan Terhune have finally gotten their single-digit finish here. An irony is that the winning team had Benji's Etchel's team sailing on board. So it's quite a family out here. Well, day 2 has turned out to be a great success. We've got lots of racing, we got lots of close racing, and some really good competition. So we look forward to tomorrow. For T2P, I'm Dobbs Davis signing off.